What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Hidden Heights Farm Vlog. We are running into a little bit of a problem here. See this big guy right here sleeping, taking his little afternoon nap on this cool concrete patio. Well, him and Daisy are about to run out of food. And I say about to run out of food, they're not quite about to run out of food. They got about a week left. We're trying our hardest to stay isolated here at our house and not go out and get supplies and get food and get all this and that. But I want to stay prepared. I don't want to wait till anything gets any worse. I've got to get some food for our dogs and a couple other things that I was looking for. I actually found that Tractor Supply online, and as I was browsing through looking at some of the items I needed, I noticed on just about everything I looked at had curbside pickup as an option. So I'm going to utilize that today. I am fixing to leave here in just a minute, and I wanted to try to take the camera with me, take you guys with me to see how this goes. I've never actually used the curbside pickup for much. One thing we're going to get is a couple bags of dog food, and I did notice that the dog food was like $7 more than just a couple weeks ago when I bought some dog food. So you're talking about $7 more a bag. And I was talking to some other people, and I think the reason behind the prices, I think it's because a lot of these factories and a lot of these manufacturing places are kind of shut down right now. I think it's hard to get some of these supplies if you're the big box stores. I don't know. So anyways, I ordered 2 bags of 50-pound dog food. I ordered a couple of the protein tubs that we leave out here for the goats. They had them in stock supposedly, so I'm going to go ahead and get them while they got them. And then I ordered 2 of the big watering tanks like I have over here for our goats, because here pretty soon we're going to have our buck pen, and that way I can kind of just leave a water in each one of our pens and I ain't got to worry about moving them back and forth. In case I need to put the goats in a smaller pen for the day or whatever, I don't have to go through the hassle of moving all their waters around. So I'm going to get loaded up. I'm going to head to our local Tractor Supply and see how this curbside service goes. Whenever I get there, I'm supposed to call them and let them know I'm there. And supposedly they come out and load you up and you're gone, so you don't really have any human interaction because I already paid for these items online. So let's go see what it's about. All right, guys, so we're here at Tractor Supply. I'm in the parking lot. I'm going to give them a call and see how this curbside pickup works.
Tractor Supply, this is Chris. How can I help you today?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Kevin Pritchett, and I had a curbside pickup I was needing to pick up.
Yes, sir. Are you outside right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okie dokie. I will be out there shortly, Mr. Pritchett.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Give me just a moment, yes.
Okay, I'm in a black Dodge. Don't think she got that. All right, so now we wait. How are you doing?
Good. Kevin?
Yes, ma'am.
That's for you.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll let you do your thing.
Okay. Yeah, comes in handy when you're hauling feed and all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah. What did you want to put in first?
I'll put in those stock tanks first. Okay. Let me get this put in my pocket. And, well, we can throw this dog food in there real quick.
Did I set that on your foot?
Oh, just barely.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
So fast,
I got steel toes on, so.
Well, good, then you didn't feel it, did you?
Nah. You got it?
Yep. There you are.
All right, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. You have a good day.
You too. Well, that was pretty easy, and I got to give kudos to Tractor Supply. In times like this, when people need to be isolated and staying to themselves and staying at home and all that, you still have animals and things come up, you know, emergencies, you might have to get medicine, feed, whatever. They are helping people out by doing the curbside pickup. The only thing I touched, I didn't touch anybody or shake hands or anything like that, have to touch any doors, but she did hand me the paper and I quickly just got hand sanitizer cleaned off. So I think that is the very minimal that you can stay away from getting any type of risk from this, what's going on anyway. So thumbs up to Tractor Supply. That was very easy. I did my shopping at home on the laptop, found what I needed, put it in the cart, paid for it, and came here. They had it ready on a pallet, and they even helped me load it up, so don't get any better than that. That's very quick service. So if more stores would do that, I know there are several stores doing that, but if more stores would do that, and I think this would kind of help get under control a little bit so people didn't have to get out and about. But anyways, I'm thankful Tractor Supply came through for me on this. That's a big help, and it actually saved me a lot of time. So thank you very much, Tractor Supply. I'm gonna get this stuff home, and because it's supposed to rain, I got dog food. Luckily I got a bed cover on this truck. But I'm gonna get it home and get it put up, and we'll go check on the baby turkeys, go check on all the goats, see how the garden's doing. I don't think I've updated you guys on the garden since we got all the mulch and everything else done. So yeah, thumbs up to Tractor Supply. We'll see y'all in a bit. Okay, so I made it home with the goods, you might say. I just want to show you guys this real quick. Look at that little goat over there in that tub. Little white goat. Can you see her? Goofy little girl. What do you know, Daisy? Huh? What do you know? So they know it's feeding time, but I gotta get these tubs out. I'm gonna put one out real quick for them before I feed them. And you guys can see all this clover, all this green stuff's coming on now. They're keeping their bellies full, so I won't have to feed them very much longer. Been selling some of the bucks. I think we got all of our full Kiko bucks sold now. And we're keeping L. I think he's the one in the bucket over there, the one I was talking about. He's the little buck we're going to keep here on the farm. We still got some half Spanish, half Kiko black bucks. We got 2 or 3 of them. We haven't sold them yet. What do you know, girl? Well, you know, one sock. You ready for your dinner, girl? Yeah, you're a good girl. Alright. So we made it home, it didn't rain, everything's still good. These tubs, I really like these tubs, but the last time I went into the store, actually the last few times, they were sold out of these things, and they're 30% protein made by Purina. They got the copper, iodine, selenium, zinc, and all the vitamins. Vitamin E, that's important also for goats. So I really like this tub. It is considered a cattle tub. It says a supplement feed for beef cattle on pasture. We don't have cattle, we have goats, but it does supplement them because it has all the nutrition they need, all the extra vitamin supplements for them to be on forage or hay or grain, whatever. It just helps them out a ton, helps them stay healthy. So I'm gonna get this unloaded and put one in there and see if they'll go to town on it. These things are 60 pounds, so don't hurt your back trying to carry them. Set it there for now. And there they go. Daisy's growling at them because her little feed bucket's right here, and I set it right in front of her feed bucket, but it don't have no food in it yet, so. I'll get you guys some food here in just a minute. It is so funny watching them. Look at this. It's watching their tongue. Maybe I can get some slow-mo on this thing. Alright, let's go check out the turkeys. And while I'm talking about, I just thought about it, I said slow-mo. I've been getting a lot of questions about what kind of camera gear we use. So I'm just going to go ahead and explain it again. We use a Canon M50 camera, and that's our main camera we use most of the time. The zoom is not the best on that camera, but the external mic options and all that's way better. And the camera I'm using right now, which the quality is way better in my opinion, is a GoPro 8 Black. And it has the media mod on it. That's an extra cost. I can't remember how much it was exactly. And then it has an external mic as well, so it helps out a ton. If you guys are getting into vlogging, videos and stuff like that, if you're outdoors like we are, like every video, and you don't have an external mic, it's very poor sound quality, especially here in Oklahoma where you got really high winds like almost every day. So that is a must. If you're a vlogger, you gotta have an external mic. If you're outside much, if you're inside, it probably don't matter that much. So anyways, that's the gear we use, and I'll put a link down in the description of the video. I actually have an Amazon store set up now. There's Skeeter. I don't actually have a store. I have a storefront, what they call storefront, and what that is an Amazon affiliate links. Anything that we recommend, we buy or we use, we put a link in it. And if you guys are interested in anything, for example, I'll have a category that is just strictly for goat care. A lot of the stuff that we buy to maintain our health, the health on these goats, pretty much all that type of stuff is in a category. If you guys are interested in any of that, you can go there and kind of browse around. And yes, if you click on it, I think we get a little bit of a commission. I don't know how much, and that's only if you buy something. And I'm really not sure how all that works, but we don't. It's not anything that we're selling. So we got chicken stuff in there. We got this equipment that we vlog with, just that type of stuff. We're still in the process of setting that up, so bear with us on that. So let's go check out these turkeys. Let's check out Rachel's Americana chicks first. They made it through the really cold temperatures the other night. I did put this cardboard down so it kind of blocked the wind, and then I blocked the front. And I went ahead and put those boards on the back. They're out of water and food. These guys are starting to eat a lot. You see how big they're getting. And these are the ones with the little beards, so they are very cute. And then we still got our quail. And check this out. That is not a quail. That is one of the chickens we kept that was hatched about 5 weeks ago, I guess. And she's quite a bit bigger. I say she's a hen. I'm not 100% sure yet. But the quail aren't laying right now. I think I got too many in here, which is fine because we weren't really doing anything with the eggs at the moment. But I'll probably separate them here pretty soon so they can start laying again. Alright, let's go check on these turkeys. Well, you know, little guys, I try to come out here and talk to them every once in a while and try to get them used to my voice. That way they'll be a little more friendly, hopefully, and they know where their food and water comes from anyways. That little guy's yawning. I say little guy, hopefully they're all hens. We don't need any more toms, but when you order 12 on a straight run, that's just part of it. You really never know what you're going to get. But we do know they're purebred black Spanish turkeys, and that's what we were after. So I did order them from Ideal Hatchery, and that comes out of Texas. And they do the overnight shipping. We did lose one. We ordered a dozen, and one died the very first day. And that's kind of to be expected. Not always, but it happens. And I think they have a reimbursement. I haven't hit them up, but I think they'll reimburse me the money if I was to tell them that one didn't make it. So I got to show you another thing that Rachel's been working on out front. I'll talk about that here in just a minute. But first, let's check out these hydroponic plants. Some of them are doing really good. Like this thing here, you guys can see this has grown a lot if you've been following us. That's a type of lettuce. Some Swiss chard, another type of lettuce. another type of lettuce, butter crunch lettuce, and then one over there. Look at this light. This thing puts off the light. That is super bright. Not gonna mess with it too much because everything seems to be liking it. If you guys remember when we planted these strawberries, check this out. Look at this strawberry. There's actually 4 of them on this little plant. I'm not gonna mess with it too much. And tons of blooms. You guys can see all them white flowers. Those are little strawberries coming out of the blooms. Everything's doing good. The hydroponic system is doing awesome. And here's some tomatoes and some peppers and stuff that we still got to plant in the garden. And I think we're safe to do so. So the hydroponic system is actually working. If we wanted, we could come out here, tear some of these leaves off and start eating them, make a salad, something like that. And that is the point of this whole project, to see if we could kind of make our own or grow our own self-sustainable food. And so far it's working. All right, so you guys can probably hear all these goats crying in the background. It is dinner time for them. But first I want to walk out here and show you something that Rachel's been working on and give you an update on the garden as well since we're out here. I think it's coming along really nice, even though we don't have very many plants in the ground yet. So give me a minute and we'll walk out here and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so you can see the kids are on the trampoline playing. They got some Dawn dish soap and some water. I don't know what the heck they're doing. You guys taking a bath on the trampoline or what? Yeah. They got a bunch of bubbles going on. No, what I want to talk about is Rachel put these little flower beds together yesterday, and she used a bunch of these native rocks that we got all over our land here, so they were free. And we planted a bunch of tiger lilies and some irises. So it looks really great. We're not done yet. We might still mulch it. We might still add some stuff to it. But it's a start. We wanted something to kind of break up this entryway. So there you go. Got some creeping phlox that was taking over our front flower bed. She put them in here. But you guys can see all these irises here. And there's a little story to that. So you guys know my great-grandpa just passed away. And the family decided to go ahead and sell his old place off. And before they did that, I went ahead and went up there and I went to my grandma's old flower bed and I pulled all these irises up. Me and Rachel and the kids went up there and we pulled a bunch of these irises up. They were from many years ago. I don't know where she got them, but she started them there and they kind of just spread and took off. So I thought it'd be cool if I could get some and plant them here on our place, and hopefully they'll spread and take off here as well. I think they're purple. There was some starting to bloom already and they look purple. I don't know for sure. I can't remember. And we also got some of these tiger lilies from there. And I remember as a kid, these things were beautiful. They were orange and yellow, I believe. So I can't wait to see what these actually look like. All right, guys, so we're walking out to the garden. And first I want to talk about this little birdhouse. Little bluebirds have been building nests in there, so hopefully they're gonna lay some eggs in there. I haven't really seen any in the other ones that I put up yet, but I bet they will come. I haven't seen any sparrows going in there. So, an update on our raised bed gardens. Look at this. It's actually turned out wonderful. We built these extra beds here in the corners, got them filled up with some great mixed soil that will hopefully be great for the plants. Need to go through here. There's a little bit of some weed seeds you can see here. We got carrots, we got radishes. That little radish is growing really fast. Got lettuce. We got lettuce and Swiss chard over there. We got only a couple of the spinach seeds sprouted. I don't know why. These spinach seeds that we used were from last year, so I don't know if they just, I don't know what happened. But anyways, I planted them because I had them, and only 2 of them actually germinated and came up. So I got a new pack. I need to get those planted. And with all this rain we're supposed to get this week, they should take off really good. But I just kind of wanted to give you a short little update on the garden. It is time to start planting all these summertime plants like tomatoes and squash and peppers, stuff like that. I think we're out of the frost and freeze danger, hopefully. And then we can start putting some fresh veggies back on the table like last year and hopefully do a lot of canning this year. So all these goats are sitting here staring at me. I don't know if you guys can see them or not. This GoPro, I don't have it zoomed in right now, but they're standing there looking at me like an angry mob of people. So I'm gonna get off here and go feed them, but hopefully you guys will take advantage of some of the stuff I just shared with you as far as ordering things. Just like I ordered at Tractor Supply, you can start ordering stuff Curbside Pickup. And I know Dutch has put out a video a couple days ago about Walmart and all that type of stuff, so it kind of goes hand in hand. Any store that you can do a curbside pickup right now, I highly recommend it. You have a way lesser chance of I guess catching something doing it that way. Keep your hand sanitizer with you, wear a mask if you have one, and keep your safe distance of 6 feet or whatever it was away from people, and just do your best. I know you can't just stay home all the time. I know everybody's gonna I'm gonna get some bad comments for even going out and doing this, but I did my best. I used the curbside service, minimal contact with anybody. I had to help the girl load the stuff, and that was the closest I got to anybody the whole time. And I think it's a great thing right now, especially if you're older or elderly. Some people I know don't have anyone to help them or bring them stuff or bring them supplies for their pets, and that's really sad. And I know a lot of elderly people have a hard time with that because they're used to getting out and doing their routine. A lot of people's on Social Security, stuff like that. They get paid once a month. When they get paid, they go out and do their chores, pay their bills, buy their goods, groceries, stuff for their animals. And right now they're not really able to do that. So if you guys know anyone elderly, like a neighbor or something, and you don't know if they have anyone, I encourage you guys to hit them up. Just, you know, call them, text them if they text, whatever, and say, hey, is there anything I can get you? There's safe ways to go about it. So I know you guys know all this. But anyways, I just think it's a time for this world where people need to go the extra mile, do an extra deed, be nice to everybody, and we'll all get through this just fine. So anyways, guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and we'll see you next time.